Hey guys, I'm here with,
Kevin Royer?
and we're here at the bomb shelter. It's in Akron, Ohio. Kevin's the owner, and I'm going to be asking him a couple questions so we can get more background about the bomb shelter, and yeah, we'll go from there. So first things first, you already gave us your name, but can you give us a little background of yourself?
Well, I've had a few different businesses over the years, and this one we've had for 14 years now. 2010 we opened, and the reason why we're located where we are is this used to be a warehouse for a furniture company I used to own, and that's so that we decided to repurpose it into what it is today, and that's kind of it. Yeah, and it just keeps growing. We will be adding another 5,000 square feet probably here in the next 6 months or so. My wife says I have too many globes, so I have a lot of globes. I do like old globes, and then those kitschy pink flamingos from the 50s are. I started annoying her since she didn't like birds too much, but now she likes them. So we have a lot of those floating around on shelves. It seems like I tend to like the kind of interesting weird cars that tend to attract more attention, like AMC Pacers or Gremlins, or we have a DeLorean, Yugos, which I always was fascinated with. I like to drive that one, and they're all fully drivable.
Can I ask you what inspired you to open the bomb shelter, and what's kind of the story behind the name?
Well, I had another partner who worked for a short period of time when we opened up, and between the both of us, we came up with this concept of how to do it. And he moved on to some other stuff, and actually, he did come up with a couple of different names, and then one of them was this name, which we thought was kind of fitting because it's a little obscure, it's easy to remember, it's kind of fun. A lot of the stuff we sell fits the time when bomb shelters were something you could buy out of a catalog, things like that. Yeah, we're open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. 11 to, and we're closed all major holidays. So and it's really, and you can go to our website, which is the bombshelterstore.com. It's evolved partly because the people that are buying things have changed over time. When we started, it was a little more industrial, things like railroad cart coffee tables, even like cabbage slicers, butter churns, the more primitives. We do also rent or sell to movie sets and plays. We'll rent out to plays and things like that. Yeah. Now it's kind of turned a little bit more into mid-century, where kind of like the Mad Men feel, where things are all like colorful and interesting, Danish modern. Most of the stuff comes from people are closing down their houses. Like Aunt Matilda had to be, moved, downsized, or she passed away, or whatever. And so it's a lot. It's kind of like wrapping up the loose ends of somebody else's existence, so their stuff finds a new existence, besides a landfill or something like that. With antiques and vintage shops is that they kind of move in time with the people, and there's a group of people that are always selling mostly, and people that are buying, and the older people are always selling their stuff, which is the butter churns, the spinning wheels, and all that stuff. The ones that are buying now are the like 16 to 40 year olds, that group, because they're like feathering their nests. They want to, they want to buy things, and they're always buying different stuff. They buy vintage cookware. They're not buying it to have a big display of Corelware or whatever. They're going to be cooking casseroles or whatever they're cooking in it.
I seen you have a lot of TVs here. Do all the TVs work, or
No, not really. I know. Yeah, we have a lot of TVs. Well, part of it is because we have the TV museum. It's called the TV Dinner Club Museum, and that Dave Blewett owns that. But all the TVs that work, when they're that old, we actually put modified 1980s picture tube TVs or 90s TVs into the old unsavable, less valuable TVs to make them look like they work. as you're walking through, you actually look at it like more like a tad bit like a museum, but you can buy stuff, most stuff, most things are for sale except for the TV museum and the cars, but the majority of the items are for sale, and except for our mascot, the one-eyed octopi or whatever you want to call him. But like those like odds and ends bags that you saw on the display, those that was actually our stager Allie's idea, and she came up with that, and they're really interesting because each one has got a different selection of odd little things to look at. People buying them and really going, well, I'm taking a little piece of Akron back because I live in Tucson, Arizona or something. It's kind of neat.
Well, that's all I have today for you guys. Thank you, Kevin, for getting the time to sit down and interview with me. Check out the bomb shelter. Come here too. It's a pretty cool store. Of course, you've seen throughout the video. But yeah, thanks for watching.